shloobity-doobity. Yeah, like hibbity-hobbity-hoo, flippity-flappity-floo.
Like, I know what you're saying right now.
Shloobidoo?
A shloobity-doo. It's like a little dance move. Like, I'm just like, he.
Yee yee.
I didn't mean to interrupt, but dude, you have a crazy thing, bro. You provide, and the way that, like, I just see you interact with your family. And that's honestly, like, I just love just coming here and just, like, seeing how you are, because you just lead, you protect and provide, but also you have this childlike, just like, hey.
So guys, this is Ricky Ireland. He's one of my best friends in the whole wide world. We met a little over a year ago, and it was a crazy meet cute, and immediately just became like one of my brothers, and I'm super glad he's a part of my life. So this podcast, we have no idea where it's going to go. Kind of a spirit-led conversation. We're going to see what happens, but we got little Fred in the house. We got a 9-week-old puppy. We got her on Thanksgiving. She's the sweetest, craziest little pop. She's a sweetie. And she's hanging out with us today. And we got Goldie too. Goldie, sorry. She got to get a little love as well. But Fred loves eating my watch band.
Yeah.
Just loves it. So, Ricky Ireland.
Huh.
Earlier today, you shared something that you had wrote. Human beings. Not human doings.
Mm-hmm.
Expand on that.
I was just writing down. I have my journal. It's right here, actually. But I bring this with me as much as I can. And at night, I try to write in it as much as I can.
I love that.
Because I think we experience things in life, and we're shown and taught lessons God gives us, but we forget about them. So I like to write them down because I can look and really see how I felt in that moment and really experience it and really like dive fully into that moment that I felt it. But if I didn't write it down, it'd be hard to grasp for it. Like you're just reaching for a memory, and sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't, you know?
You're so right. You know, earlier you also said something. You said, I just want to be present.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to be in the moment.
Mm-hmm.
So this is one of the first podcasts where it's not really like a specific design behind what we're going to have a conversation about. We have a lot of things we could talk about. But to be present, I want to do an act of presence, and I'm going to turn my phone on airplane mode.
Let's go.
And I'm going to just throw it. No timer, no distractions, no notes.
Nothing.
Just a conversation with one of my friends, and a friend I'm really happy to have. And I'm glad you're a part of my life.
You as well, bro.
Thanks, man.
For real. And I met you at a time where it was like such a, like you reflected the same energy. That's what I've been on too. It's like you meet people where they're at.
Yeah.
And so many times we try to force, like, oh, I want to meet this person, or I want this and that. And when you force it, it never works. But when you let it be, it is.
So true, bro.
So back to the thing that you were saying, because you were the human beings, right? It's like so many times I feel like we always are trying to prove why we belong or why we're enough. Or we're always trying to, like, do something to give us significance. When it's like, God gave you all the significance that you need, and all you have to do is be. Just be. It's a human being, not a human doing, not a human something, not a human showing, a human proving. You're a human being. And it's like, that's the thing that, but it's almost sometimes the hardest thing to do is to just like be like, hey, I'm here. And that's okay.
I love that.
You know?
I love that. And dude, I love that. And I try to live that. And I honestly don't even try to live that intentionally. I used to think something was wrong with me because I don't think things through. I mean, I kind of think of things like a domino, like playing dominoes, where certain things, there's all these different paths that are already set up. And if I tip this one domino, if I make this one, if I say yes to going and hanging out with this one random guy who was put on a group text with me, what's the rest of those dominoes potentially going to look like? Mm-hmm. Is it going to look better? Is it going to look worse? Is my life going to improve, or is it going to get worse? And that's really the only thing I think about. Mm-hmm. What's the next domino that could fall?
Yeah.
If I try to have this conversation with my wife, and I know it's going to be a hard conversation, if I start it this way, how the rest of the domino is going to fall? Mm-hmm. How's the rest of the night going to fall? How's the rest of our week going to fall? But if I try it this way, and I push down that one domino, and I try it with a little more grace and a little bit more love, and a little bit more accountability on myself, if I push that domino down, what's the rest of it look like? So I don't think things through. I just think, what's that next domino piece that could potentially fall if I do this one, if I push this one down. And it's really, I don't know, it's been something, it's been a weirdness about me.
Yes, I could feel it when I met you. I didn't mean to interrupt, but dude, you have a crazy thing, bro.
Yeah?
Yeah. I mean, even the guy that introduced us, Chris. Nah, I was interrupting. I didn't mean to do that.
No, keep going. There's a lot of passion in your heart right now. I want to hear it.
It's just because, like, what you're saying right now is exactly that, and you can feel it. You just put into words what I could never put into words when people asked me after I introduced them to you.
Yeah?
Like Chris Johnson, he'd be like, dude, David is just led by the Spirit. And I'm like, yeah, dude, but you can't put it into words, but that was exactly that. Is like, you are only focused on the next step. That's it.
That's it.
And how do I move with grace and humility and love, or do I move with ego and like whatever everything else bad is? And every time that you try to choose that, you're just rewiring your brain to choose that every time. And you're a human being, and there's been conversations we have, and sometimes you are like this way, but dude, 99.7% of the time you're this. And you just are like getting better every day because you're just the program you're putting in your brain. And you can see that you're led like that, bro. Like literally. Like it's cool to see. It's cool. And you have this like you're such a man, but you're such a kid.
Such a kid.
Such a kid, but you're such a man.
Thanks,
Yeah.
bro.
Seriously, dude.
Like I look like a man? It's because I have a mustache?
No, like you provide, and the way that, like, I just see you interact with your family. And that's honestly, like, I just love just coming here and just, like, seeing how you are, because you just lead, you protect and provide, but also you have this childlike, just like, hey. Like, I don't know how to describe it, but you're just like a wonderment. You see everything with wonderment and awe,
Yeah.
but also you know when to be like, hey, this is the way.
Dude, that actually means a lot to me. And I think what I was saying is, like, I don't do it intentionally. It's kind of just how I am wired. And, you know, like leaving a big job, a 20-year career, I didn't really fit in. Like, I realized, like, I was one of the weird ones who hated wearing suits, hated wearing dress shoes, hated doing the same stuff as everybody else. Like, I just saw things differently. And I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, but I had to get out of that. Like, I had to get out of that world where it's like, no, this is how you see things. No, that's not how I see things. It's not how I see things. It's not how I speak. It's not how I walk. It's not how I act. It's not who I am. And I think that, like, now stepping into this new world of being a content creator led me to meeting you. And I feel like there's a lot more of us, because you're the same way. I feel like you're the same way. We have a lot of the same energy. We have a lot of the same passions.
Mm-hmm.
We think about a lot of the same things the same way. And I think that's why, like, I'm always like, bro, come over. Just come over and hang out. Like, there's no, like, ulterior motive. There's no, like, even shooting this podcast today is super random. We just sat down and we're like, we literally put all the cameras together. We're like, we should probably film. We should film this conversation. We're like, we need to just film this conversation.
Because we were talking about stuff before.
Yeah.
And we're like, dude, why aren't we just rolling?
Let's just roll. Because, like, I feel like we always end up having great conversations and the cameras are off. And that's good. That's normal.
That's so good.
It's so good.
That's one of my favorite things that you just brought up, and I didn't know it until this moment. You're like bringing things out that I didn't know, but I knew. To be the same on cam, off cam. That's the whole goal.
That's the goal.
Because honestly, dude, I've done a lot of podcasts, and I'm going to be real with you. I've done a lot. Like random people's podcasts, this and that, and it will be so good, and then as soon as they click it, I feel they are just like a character. And then I start being a character to try and match their character sometimes. And like, whoa, no. Don't be a character. Just be you.
Yeah.
But then I can see the whole time they're just like, they're not themselves. And I'm like, yo, but you're so yourself right now. Like you're the blend between on cam and off cam right now. It's almost more ourselves right now, I'd say.
I would say so,
like,
too.
you can't tell the difference.
Yeah. The only thing that's different about me right now compared to any other podcast, because I think I've had like 22 podcasts that I've published, is I typically start. I don't even know if you need to start them. You know how, like, with YouTube, it's like you don't need an intro anymore. Just get right into the content.
No.
You know, it's like, hey, Dave Moss Jr. here, DMJR pod. Like, that's the only thing that makes me, like, somewhat characteristic.
Like, click in a little.
And I only do that for myself just to kind of get me into the flow, but I don't need to do that. You've ignited and given me permission to just roll. Just
roll.
Start talking.
And you can give an intro whenever.
Yeah. So if anybody's listening or watching, Dave Moss Jr., DMJR Podcast, Ricky Ireland from Ireland Boys Productions, became a friend of mine a little over a year ago, and quickly became one of my best friends. And we live around each other. We do a lot together. We have a lot of the same passions and things that we do. And I love spending time with you. I love being there for you as a brother in Christ. And I love that you're there for me as a brother in Christ.
Mm-hmm.
We have deep, honest, real, emotional conversations. And little Fred, come here. We got a little puppy in the room.
Mm-hmm.
We got a little tiny 9-week-old pup, little micro Bernedoodle. What in the world?
That's such a crazy micro.
A micro Bernese Mountain Dog.
It's like an SD card for a camera, but then they make the micro.
That's exactly what it is. She's a sweetie pie. But dude, I'm so glad that you're here, and I'm excited to see what this conversation leads into. I mean, it's already started fire.
Mm-hmm.
Like just the little conversation we had about
Mm-hmm.
each other is fire. And earlier I was saying that there's a lot more like us. There's a lot. What I've realized being in the content creation space
Mm-hmm.
is there's a lot of people similar to us that are like, whoa, like why is the world thinking one way when the world's big? And God designed us all uniquely and intentionally. We were his big idea.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I just spoke at the Great American Teach-In, and I was talking to kindergartners, first graders, all the way up through fifth graders, 150 kids. And I didn't script it. I didn't have like a formula, but I filmed every conversation. I sent it to my editor, and I'm like, bro, try to put this together. Try to make this look cool. He's like, that was so easy to edit because literally I could just clip into each room. So it's like a podcast where it's like your face, my face, widescreen, your face, my face, widescreen.
Oh, you had 3 cameras set up.
No, I had 1 camera set up, but I was talking in 4 different rooms. But because like I knew what I wanted to say, no script, I said the same almost thing in all 4 rooms. So like I'm going to publish it to my family's channel, but it's so cool to watch because it's like it's almost like I'm talking on a microphone as a voiceover and then just putting it on these different scenes, but I'm not. I'm literally in different rooms having the same conversation with these kids. And one of the things I shared was how to be a YouTuber.
Mm-hmm.
How do you become a YouTuber? How did the videos on YouTube come from the creator to the screens in a way that makes you want to watch them? And as I'm sharing this, I'm like, this is biblical. And I'm not comparing us as creators to God, but like we're God's big idea.
Mm-hmm.
He had this idea like, I'm going to make Ricky Ireland, and he's going to inspire millions of people around the world to want to have fun, but also love Jesus fearlessly and fiercely. And I think that's super cool that he had the idea. Then he birthed you, like he put you into your mother's womb and allowed you to go through everything through your life to become who you are today. And it's kind of like creating a YouTube video. Like we have this great idea. It takes a lot of work. There's a lot of planning. There's a lot of action. There's a lot of execution. There's a lot of problems. There's a lot of trials and tribulations that get you to the final product. That's like, okay, I'm proud of this. This is super cool. I'm going to press publish.
Yeah.
And that's where we are. That's where you are.
It's like the storyline, the hero's journey. It's
Hero's
such a reoccurring theme. You know what the hero's journey is?
Tell me.
It's I actually don't know exactly what it is, but it's like, if I were to remember correctly, it's like where this guy sets out, and it's a reoccurring theme in like Disney movies, a bunch of books, everything. This guy sets out on a journey. He's like, I need to go conquer this thing. I need to do this thing. So he goes out and he does the thing, whatever it is. But on the way, he meets trials and tribulations, right?
Yeah.
And then when he does that, he pushes through them. But then there's more trials and tribulations. So he gets discouraged, and he gets in his head, and he gets down, and he goes, am I enough? Am I going to be able to do this? And that's when he has to really find himself. And not only find himself, find God. Let it and give it up to God, right?
Yeah.
He's like, dude, I just pushed through all these, but then there's some things that I can't overcome myself with my own mind, and I have to give it to God. So he gives it to God, and then once he lets go, and he just is, and he is a human being, he finds the breakthrough, and he realizes the whole time that he comes back around, he had it within him. So it's like this never-ending loop of like, oh, I need to go do this. Oh, I did it. Oh, did you? No, I got to give it up. I give it up. Oh, wait, it was in me all along.
Right.
Comes back to the beginning, realizes it. Like traveled the whole entire world, came back. It was in him.
Let's go, man.
And so many people. The thing you keep saying is, I notice is, dude, there's so many more people like us. I think everyone is desiring that. Like everyone wants that. Everyone just wants to be 100,000% authentic. They desire connection, right?
Yeah.
My friend told me this one time, and I always, like, I have a lot of friends that are older. Like, Not that you're old, but like
I'm older.
you're older,
Yeah.
but like, you know what I mean? Like
Drinking from a coffee mug with a bass on it. You know
that's
what I mean?
such a dad thing. And I have such a lot of friends that are younger too. And I can learn, and I think that's so important in life because it's like you're getting mentored, and then you have peers, and then you're also mentoring. And one of my friends told me this thing, it just sticks with me, is like the moment we're born, we're like connected to our mother with an umbilical cord, like physically. And then we're cut. And once we're cut, the rest of our life is like seeking connection.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Why is that so true? That's so true, bro.
And I thought about that for a while.
You know, it makes me feel even like a little bit emotional because like when we're seeking connection. Like I want every day to connect with somebody.
Yeah.
And it's not even like, you know, there's some people with cliche statements that are like every day make a new friend. Like I love that. I want to do that. But we need to put ourselves in different rooms to make that happen. And I feel like a lot of times, unfortunately, like unless you just went through a big move or a big job change or something, a lot of people, like everybody, like you said, you walk into a new job or you move into a new neighborhood as a kid, right? You move into a new neighborhood and then you immediately are like, I'm never gonna have a friend. And then you make one. And then you make two and you make three. And then you meet all the friends in the neighborhood. And then you meet all their friends. And then you go to school and then you meet all their friends and you have this community, but it's never enough because you're still always desiring more people because eventually you're all friends. You all get it. You all get each other. You're all hanging out. You're all doing stuff. But then eventually like you move again. Or eventually you go to a different school or you go to high school and you change schools and it starts over. The whole thing starts over. Or then you become an adult and you get a job and you're in a place and you're with all the same people and you're friends by association. But you don't actually have a lot of the same passions and desires. And case in point, me. I worked in the same industry with the same people for 20 years, a lot of the same people. And I hired a lot of people that I liked, like people that I just liked and I wanted to spend time with because I knew we're going to spend a lot of time together.
Yeah.
So it's not so much like skills you can learn, but like people, you have to just really enjoy being around these people. And I consider these guys like my family. And then I decided to step out and leave that journey to start a different one in YouTube. And like there's like less than 5 that I've talked to in the past year. Like it's sad how because we just aren't together anymore, we're not working together, we're not in the same vicinity, we no longer have that connection.
Like so much of the connection was because of proximity.
Yes.
Of being in the same room often.
Right. And then when that changes, who are you really connected with? And that answers the question, or kind of even side quests, the question you had, or the statement you had about like we're seeking connection. Like we are. I'm seeking connection. The reason I get so excited to make content and post YouTube videos, I love seeing the same people comment on videos. I love seeing that. So thank you to everybody who ever does that, like especially my notorious commenters. But like I get so excited when someone new enters the chat.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, there's a new friend. There's a new person I don't know anything about, and I want to learn about them. I want to meet them in real life one day. I want to host events. I want to host retreats where people from all around can come together and meet in real life and do the things we already know we like together. How do we do that?
Dude, that poster on the corner over there is just looking at me right now.
That's why I put him there for you, for both of us. Like
He's staring at me hard.
I want to see it every day.
If you guys can't see because it's on the other side, but it's a black sheep, just a big black sheep. He's just looking at us like, hey.
It's my spirit animal.
Yeah.
I resonate with a black sheep more than any animal.
Yeah.
It's funny. When I was growing up in the car business, that's what I did prior to this. We did a lot of leadership training, like every leadership training you could think of. And we did a lot of leadership training. We had speakers come in and do the handouts and stuff. So basically like going to a motivational, like Tony Robbins conference, but at work. It was really cool. Like that was awesome. I think that's something that more businesses should do more of because like it brings everyone together. And one of the questions that was asked in one of these was, what animal would you be if you were an animal? And it was like, all the answers were crazy. You know, I got like lion,
shark,
gorilla,
eagle.
Yeah, eagle. Yeah, all these T-Rex, like all these crazy, big, like awesome animals. It's like people want to be that so much. And honestly, my answer wasn't black sheep, even though it is now. My answer was chameleon. I want to be a chameleon. And I want to blend in with my surroundings. I want to be a part of everywhere I go. I want to be able to walk into a room and blend in. And another one of my friends, if he ever watches or listens to this, we actually had the same answer. And
Yeah.
I loved it because I was like, dude, like, and one of the reasons he's my friend, because
You connected.
we connected. We
Yeah.
feel the same way. It's like, oh, all these people want to be gorillas, silverback gorillas and sharks.
So
and
like macho animals.
macho animals.
And
it's
you're like chameleon.
and they're the furthest thing from it. It's like,
It is that, isn't it, dude?
Yeah.
I've realized that so much. It's even me and you, everyone's wearing a mask, right?
right.
Everyone has this mask in front of them. And so often sales is you're selling to the mask.
Yeah.
Because if you were talking to the human being, you wouldn't be selling.
Right.
You would be giving them the full truth and wanting the best genuinely for them.
Absolutely.
That's why everyone tells me, dude, Ricky, like I have so many friends that are like salesmen and this and that. And they're like, dude, you'd be such a good salesman. And I'm like, I don't want to ever sell someone something they don't need.
Absolutely.
I just want to be like, so like, this is what it is. And if you need it, you should get it. And it's as simple as that. Like all these like scripts and these all these little additional things. I think that's why people think I would be a good salesman, because I'm just like, I really want people to find their truth.
Yeah.
And it's like all these like, I know so many friends, they like read all these scripts and it's like the exact wordage and it's like, okay.
Yep.
Like it never works on me because I'm like, if I need it, I'll get it. And if I don't need it.
For sure.
You know what I mean? So like back to the mask thing, it's like everyone has this mask. Everyone's talking to each other's masks. It's like, no, remove the mask. And what I've realized is almost the exact thing someone portrays himself to be sometimes is your exact reversal. I don't know if what I'm saying is making sense, but I
Makes
think
so much sense.
you're getting it, right?
Yeah,
But
yeah,
like
you just
sometimes the dude
summarized
that
it.
walks in the room and is like, I am this, I need everyone to see me, is actually needs the most like reassurance and is actually the
softest.
the softest.
Yeah.
And not in a bad way, in
Not
a
in a
good
bad
way.
way.
Like he desires like this connection with everyone so much, but that his wall is,
Yeah.
and it's like, no, just
chill, bro.
and you're good. And then when he puts it down, you can really connect.
Yeah.
But because everyone's putting these false connections up, we think we need to connect, and we do connect, but it's a false connection. And I wrote something on my Instagram story the other day, and this conversation is going to go all these different ways, but what I love about you is you're perfectly okay with it too.
Yeah, bro. Let's go.
Yeah. Because I want to go back to the chameleon thing, but I know we can pick right back on it whenever we need to.
Because we have ADHD.
And it's like boom, 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 boom.
We know where we were.
Yeah.
We're just going to keep going somewhere else.
Exactly.
Like, and we'll pick back up.
Yeah.
Pick back up in the important times, right?
When it needs to be.
Well, it's so funny because, like, as I've entered into becoming a content creator and putting myself in new rooms, I found myself in rooms with some really big names. And I can consider a lot of these really big names like my friends. We have deep, real conversations because I don't care what you do. Are
Yeah.
you a good person, and do we have similarities? Like, can we have a conversation about things we like, where it's not me having to talk about this new bottle of wine because I don't drink. Like, I'll never have a conversation with you about wine or alcohol or drugs or sports. I'll have conversations with you about wellness and recovery and activities with families, but I'm not the guy who sits at home on Sundays and watches sports while my kids are off school and wondering why daddy's not playing with them in the backyard. That's not who I am. But that doesn't mean it's bad. That just means I won't have those conversations with you. I won't be able to because it's not something I'm passionate about.
Yeah.
But for the people that I have been blessed to surround myself with who have similar passions, priorities in life and things, one of the coolest things is when I can say like Paul Saladino, the carnivore doctor.
Yes.
I consider him a good friend. And I've been to his house. He's been to my house. We've had great conversations.
Yeah.
And the cameras are almost never on.
Yeah.
I think the only thing we filmed was surfing a little bit together and making a raw meat smoothie together, just because that's like, come on, you got to film that.
You got to film that.
Got to film that. But
Well, we did it one time here and we didn't film it.
We did, and we didn't because I'd already filmed it.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, it's almost like eating a cheeseburger with the actual Ronald McDonald. Like, you kind of have to film that.
Yeah,
Me
it's
and you
like-
making a raw meat smoothie is weird, but like me and Paul Saladino.
But if we did an overnight challenge, it's like, yeah.
Yeah, if we'd have to film it.
But Paul Saladino, you did overnight at his house. It's like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But
I got you.
But one of the things I love saying is the Paul Saladino you see online is the Paul Saladino you get in real life.
That's the best.
He doesn't change.
That's the best.
He's not, and I would say like, and hopefully he gets to watch this one day and he's proud of it, but like, he is intense about his lifestyle. He's very intentional about his lifestyle. Like, when I had him over for the first time, like me and Stacy went to the store to make sure we had enough like food and stuff just so he could be comfortable eating the foods that he likes to eat. And he's like, "Oh, Dave, you didn't have to do this, man. Like, I went ahead and prepared."
Wow.
Because he's that intense about it. He's that intentional about it. And he doesn't just do it for show. He does it because it's truly his lifestyle, and he's just promoting his lifestyle, which is what makes it real, authentic, and easy to consume. There's other people who are just trying to like catch up to those coattails and try to like get a little bit of fame doing the same thing. And God bless them. I hope they do. But like when you aren't doing a carnivore-based or animal-based diet and you're not living that lifestyle intentionally because you want to, it shows. You're putting on a mask. Paul Saladino does not put on a mask. He is exactly who he is in real life at his home in Costa Rica with hundreds of thousands of people like stoked to be with him. Yeah. At my house with my kids. Like he's the same person online as he is in real life. And I love that about him. And that's why I'm proud to call him my friend.
Yeah.
Because he's not fake. He's not phony. He's not something that we see a lot of that.
It's so wild that you can do the same exact thing with two different meanings.
Right.
Like say you buy a yellow Lamborghini. Because you love it. Like, you just love yellow, and you love Lamborghini. You love the feeling, the mechanical engine, the interior. You just love everything about it. So you get it for you. Or you get a yellow Lamborghini because you think it's going to make you look cool, and everyone's going to like you because you got this thing.
Right.
You could do the same thing. You bought a Lamborghini, right? I'm just using it as an example because it's so easy to see.
Yeah.
But it's like you can tell when someone gets something and does something for them, or they're doing it for other people. And just like Paul Saladino, he's living that life, and you can feel it, you can see it. It's the switch on, off cam. There's no switch, actually. It's always on.
Always on.
And then it's like someone like, oh no. Like, oh, I'm going to be this, but they're not really living that life.
Yeah.
You can feel. You don't even need to say it. You can feel it.
Yeah. I don't even want to say names because we could probably go through a list of people watching and listening would know.
Big names, dude.
Big names.
Like massive names, dude. And like a whole different, like for those of you guys that don't know, like some people don't even know, but like I have a whole different genre that I film in than Dave.
Yeah.
Dave's like health, wellness. And like I care about that stuff. That's why we connect. And I still like post stuff like that on my like Instagram. But on YouTube, it's mainly like crazy challenges, pranks, like traveling, vlogs with my brother.
Yeah.
And it's just like a whole different genre. And we'll explore. And there's been times where we go explore and everything we do, like we've been arrested like a lot of times. We do crazy stuff. Like literally we do crazy stuff. And people are like, dude, are you really doing it? And I'm like, dude, if in the video we say we're doing it, yeah. But if we say we have permission in the video, then we have permission.
Yeah.
And it's half. It just depends. I'm getting older. I can't go to jail all the time. You know what I mean?
All the time.
Like here and there.
Yeah, plus you're a pretty guy. Like a pretty guy in jail is not.
It's not good when I went in there, but yeah, no, I got bailed out fast.
Let's go.
I was also giving my sandwiches away very fast too.
Yeah, you have to.
But yeah, I got on their good side.
I've never been to jail, so
and
I
they
don't
were
know
all
what
like,
that's
dude,
like.
they were like, dude, when I get out, I'll promote my mixtape. I was like, yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
But dude, there's so many people we've collabed with, and I could say the same thing, but I'm not going to. Massive names that you guys would, even if you're not in the space, you would 100% know. And they've been with us, and they've been like, yo, we've been filming, and they're like, yo, we need to like do something, like fake something, and add some spice or this and that to make it good. And me and my brother, and that's why I'm so proud of me and my brother, and that's why we've been able to do it a decade, bro. I started when I was 15. I'm 26 now.
Let's go, bro.
My brother was 13. He's 23.
Isn't that crazy?
Insane, dude.
I love that.
Or he was 12. So almost 11 years. Yeah, whatever. But the reason why we've been able to do it so long is we have this crazy connection with our fans because it's a real connection. Yeah. And so many of these people have false connections where, yeah, you can trick someone for a moment. That's what clickbait is. You trick them.
Yep.
But then after a while, people go, dude, you got me too many times. I'm not going to, it's like a fish. You got them. They bit the bait. And it's like, man, I'm not going to bite it again because you got me too many times. It's like, but if you're real and you give them what it is, they want to keep coming back.
Bro.
It's catch and release. It's like, come here. Hey, I'm here. But back to my thing is like, there's so many big people that have done these things. And me and my brother stay 10 toes down every time and go, we can't do it, dude. We're just like, we can't fake it. And then they respect us enough. So they go, okay, we won't. And then something crazy happens anyway. You know?
Don't you love that?
Yeah, because it's like you stay true.
You stay true and you trust. Like when you're on the mission, it's almost like back to the very beginning when we were the conversation about the big idea, how we're God's big idea. He already knows what's going to happen. There's going to be all these other things that are going to be our involvement, our influence. Mm-hmm. But he already knows that we're going to get through it all. Yeah. It's just how deep are we going to go? How wide are we going to go? And when it comes to like life, like, bro, I made a video. It's my favorite video. It's not performing well on YouTube because it won't. And that's okay.
It's okay.
I am so proud of it. I can't wait to watch it in 5 years.
What video?
It's probably the only video that I'll go back and watch every year. And it's the video about the big ass calendar. So listen to this full circle moment. You can't make this stuff up.
Okay.
So not this year that just passed, 2025, but in 2024, I got invited by a company I work with, Plunge, to go to this event called Running Man, which is an event out in the middle of nowhere where you sleep in a tent in the middle of nowhere in Georgia, and then you run around a horse track for as many laps as you want. Each lap is a mile. I was not a runner. I'm not a runner. I didn't do track in high school. I wasn't an athlete. The furthest I'd ever ran in my life was a half marathon, reluctantly, and it took me like 10 hours and maybe a couple 5Ks, like not a runner at all. So when Plunge asked me to come out there, I'm like, dude, like you have so many other people on your roster that are runners or at least run a little bit. Take them.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, we want you to come out. Like we're going to have the world's largest sauna and we're going to have a whole plunge village. We want you to just help people through like cold plunging and just kind of help introduce people to the product. I'm like, oh, I can do that. Plus I found out my buddy Shervin was going. I was like, okay, Shervin's going. One person I know. Let's go.
Yeah.
So I go, and I'm not even excited about it. So I get out there. I don't know who Jesse Itzler is. I don't know who Devin Levesque or Levesque. I don't even know how to say his last name. I need to find out. I don't even know who these people are, but they're the people who created Running Man, right? And apparently a lot of other big brands. So I'm out there just having fun. No idea if I'm going to, I'm just being me. And I only know one person out there, and that's Shervin, plus a few of the other people from Plunge that I had met like through Zooms and stuff. Dude, I left with over 100 friends, right? I met Jesse, I met Devin, I met a bunch of other awesome friends. It became my brothers and sisters, like my friends. So here we go, right? So then kind of going through, like, I didn't know who Jesse was. Now that we're all friends, like he follows me on Instagram, I follow him, same with Devin. So we start following each other on Instagram, and I see Jesse like promoting this big ass calendar. And I have struggled my whole life with planning and like being intentional about my time. I really have. Like, I really still struggle with it daily. But I bought myself a big ass calendar, like $40, $50 online. I didn't ask for a discount, didn't ask for it for free, whatever. I paid for it. Yep. It's a calendar I'm going to try to use. So I buy this thing, and I'm like, I need to put this up because he always talks about how to use it. It's not just a product. It's not like, here, buy this flashy thing. Mm-hmm. It's a product that he also explains how to use. So that's what I loved. And he's like, put it somewhere where you have to see it every day. And look at each space. Each space is a day with potential memories, but like it's up to you to fill those with memories. Otherwise, each day that goes by without a memory is a lost memory, is a potential wasted day. Plan these masogis, which is this like big, crazy, scary thing, big goal.
That's a Japanese thing, right?
Yeah.
The masogi.
The masogi. Yeah, it is.
Don't know why I said it like that. I'm not Japanese.
You said it very well, though. So kind of speeding up the story. I bought the big ass calendar.
Dude, take your time.
Yeah, but there's a lot of details. Stacy always tells me, my wife, she's like, dude, you give too many details. I want to make sure you know what the room felt like.
I want to know what the room feels like.
So I put this thing up in our master bedroom. So every morning when I get out of my bed, I see it. Every night when I get back and I walk through that door, I see it, right? So it's in a space where I have to be intentional. Like I intentionally see it. I plan out this whole year. This whole year is going crazy. I have no plans when we first start. I just know like, okay, I'm going to listen to Jesse. I'm going to make some goals. I'm going to make some goals like hit a PR, learn a backflip, run a 5, like do all these things. I want to run my first marathon, hit my first high rocks. You know what? I'm going to see if my wife wants to do it with me. We're going to do it together. She says yes. So I start planning stuff and I start putting these stickers on this calendar. And now it's like, cool. We got some things there. When do the girls have cheer comps? Okay, cool. Now I know when those are so I don't accidentally book something. And now we got all this extra time. We've got all this space that's open. It's like, man, we got to do something. You know what? Kids are off school. Let's go to Disney. You know what? I said I'm going to learn a backflip. I'm doing it now. So I did it. I landed a backflip January 10th. It was a year goal.
I remember when you did it.
I just said, screw it. I'm throwing this thing.
You just did it.
Freaking did it. And now I've done it in like at crazy landmarks around the country. Like, I'm like, all right, cool. Like, I'm going to do a backflip at the Rainbow Bridge and you know, where I was at in Utah, like Powell. Did a backflip there. Backflips in all these really cool places. But the whole point of this is, like, I couldn't have planned this, right? I didn't know who Jesse was, but I met him. Mm-hmm. Going to a place that I would have never really wanted to go. I would have never went on my own. I didn't know I was going to end up buying this big-ass calendar. I bought this big-ass calendar. Hey, no, ma'am.
It's okay.
We got dogs in the podcast studio. Probably not a good idea.
It's okay.
But they're here. So then crazy thing happens. Like me and Jesse met. We're friends on Instagram, all that fun stuff. But then I get this email and I get invited to come out to Sweet Honey Farms, which is Devin's farm.
Yes.
Incredible place. To sit down and interview Jesse Itzler and Devin about Running Man. They want me to be on the Road to Running Man team. And I'm like, of all the runners, of all the marathon people and the ultra people and all this stuff, how did this I could have never put this on the calendar like as a goal. Like I want to interview Jesse Itzler. Like
it couldn't have even been a thought.
He was just on the School of Hard Knocks like podcast. He's a big dude.
Jesse Itzler, yeah.
Yeah.
No, he's massive.
He's an incredible human too. But I could have never prayed for this or planned for this, but I allowed God to just bless me with whatever he wanted.
Step by step.
Now I've interviewed Jesse. Now I'm on the big ass calendar team. Like
really?
I'm going back to Running Man next year. But the whole point to that long story
Dude,
is
I want to go.
I want you to come. The whole point to that long story is like sometimes like you just have to put yourself in a room that you don't even really want to be in because you have no idea what it's going to lead to. It's led to new partnerships. It's led to hundreds of legitimate new friendships, people that I'm so blessed to call friends that I could FaceTime right now and have like a heart-to-heart conversation with. Big names in the health and wellness space. And I'm so thankful that I chose to put myself out there, be vulnerable, start posting stuff online that led me to getting invited to places like this and allowed myself to just become friends with new people because it's just crazy. I mean, like, think of our relationship, how we met. It was a group text. I didn't know you. You didn't know me. I thought you were one of the Island Boys. I thought you had tattoos on your face.
And with the hair and all.
And the crazy hair.
And that kissed my brother.
Oh.
Imagine that.
Bro, that's literally, I'm like, man, like, how am I getting introduced to the Island Boys?
That's what you thought when I came over, right?
Like, I don't know if these are guys I want to hang out with.
But you are so good at, just like what you said, whatever room you're in, even if it feels uncomfortable or you don't think you're supposed to be there, you are supposed to be there. Yeah. You're exactly where God wants you to be and when he needs you to be there. All the time, dude. And that's what you can see. And you've talked about it so many times of like, how did you get to where you are? But it's because you didn't know the whole thing and you just are guided by each step. And I just pray that everyone watching just truly leans into taking one step at a time. Because as humans, like our mind like really wants and desires to know the full picture. But it's like you can't. Just God will like reveal that one. It's like the whole river's foggy and you see where you want to go. Like there. And then you're like, okay, well, how do I know if there's a stone here or there's a log here that I can walk on? And then God's like, just take a step. You take a step, and then the fog moves, and you take a step on, there's a stone. And then you're like, okay, but what about the next step? And then you just start moving, boom, and then there's a log floating right when you need it. And then you're like, wait, what about the next step? And then there's a dude on a kayak that floats by, like a friend. And he's like, hey, I can take you over here. And then there's a little island, and he drops you off at the island. He's like, I got to go now. And you get off on the island. You're like, what am I going to do now? Turtle swims up. Hey, grab my back. Okay. And you know what I mean? It's just like boom, boom. But you never would have known the turtle was there or the dude on the kayak was there or the log was there or the first stone was there if you didn't just go, hey, I trust you.
Got to trust. Trust and take that step, man. It's changed lives. It's changed my life. It's changed your life. It's changed people's lives all day. The whole Bible's filled with those stories.
Just trusting and not fearing. Like you just took a step, dude. You had such a safe career.
Yeah.
Such a stable, good career in so many people's eyes. You were doing so well, right?
Yeah.
Financially, all this. But you knew that you needed to change something. You needed to change. Like you weren't.
I just didn't feel it.
Inside you.
Yeah.
You know?
It made no sense to anybody. And there's a prayer that we pray all the time, but I actually just started thinking about it differently. It's like, give me this day my daily bread. I feel like.
Forgive us our trespasses.
There's more to it.
Yeah,
but like that one part, give us this day our daily bread. I used to think it was about like, let me eat some bread. You know what I mean? Like, I used to think it was.
It's the Our Father.
Yeah.
Our Father, who art in heaven.
Prayer.
Hallowed be thy name.
Yeah.
Thy kingdom come, thy will be done.
On earth as it is in heaven.
Say it all. Say it all one time for the people.
I can't say it all.
Our Father.
I don't know the whole thing.
Who art in heaven.
By heart, which is probably bad.
Hallowed be. No, it's not, because you're hearing it now when you need to hear it.
I know. But
Our
the
Father.
part of it that caught me, right?
Yeah.
Was it's probably the part like forgive us our trespasses, like God our Father. You know, there's so much to it that gets highlighted, but the part that
it's actually a very short prayer though.
It's very short, but the part of it is give us this day our daily bread. I started thinking about that. It's like, man, like sometimes we worry about finances, right?
Yeah.
It's probably one of the most common worries in probably every American's even
money's the
people,
root of all evil.
it's yeah, you know,
No?
it is, but at the end of the day too, like we unfortunately need it.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Like we need it. We need it to afford life. We need it to buy. Like it's
You
funny
need
you
it.
brought up Lamborghini. Yesterday I posted a reel like is like, oh, I was gonna lease a Ferrari, but then I remembered I got to buy food for the next 2 days. Because it's like the same pay. Like I paid $500 for 2 days worth of groceries yesterday.
It is crazy. You go to Sprouts and you're like, whoa, $1,000.
Easy.
Easily
For
at
like
Sprouts.
a week. And that's one. Imagine when like I have a family of 6.
I know.
It's wild. It gets expensive.
That's the only thing keeping me from having a family.
But here's the thing. No,
No,
don't ever
no,
let
no.
that stop you.
I'm not afraid.
Because God will always provide.
Yes.
He will always provide. Give us this day our daily bread. Like, so I'm on like, and this is getting a little deep into like how I work, right? But like I have like 3, 6, and 12-month contracts with brands. Like that's typically how it works. And a lot of them like kind of overlap and it's all good. But like coming into December, I've noticed like I have quite a few of those random little 3-month contracts ended in November. So I'm looking at my content calendar this month and I'm like, oh no, like I don't have a lot of deals this month. Like this is going to be a pretty light month, which is cool. It's God's way of saying it's time to pause and reflect, and I'm good. But I was talking to my manager and I was like, hey, how are we doing? Like, is there anything coming up? Anything I need to prepare for? And she's kind of reassuring me. And I'm like, you know what? I'm not worried. I'm not worried at all. I can't worry. Because the second that I start worrying is the second that I start trying to control the outcome. And when you control the outcome, or at least think you can control the outcome, you're taking God's job away from him. Like God wants to provide for us. Give us this day our daily bread. He wants to give that to us. But we can't take that job away from him. I just trust. I'm going to keep doing the right thing with the right attitude, with the right frame of mind. I'm going to keep having fun with what I do and remember that like every video I make, I want to make with intentions to empower one person to make a better choice, to live a better life. Not to sell them a product, not to have them buy my course. No offense to anyone who sells courses.
Yeah, no offense.
Not to have someone, not anything for my own personal gain, but I want to help one person make a good decision to lead them down the path of living a healthier and happier life. But I started thinking about that. It's like, where did this like whole like we need to save money? I mean, no offense, but like where did this whole like we need to save and like invest into our retirement and 401ks and all this?
It came from Walmart. Save money, live better. No?
Maybe, I don't know. I'm not against it, but I'm also like, I feel like so many people like pause their life today to save for a life they don't even have promised tomorrow. And I'm nothing against it.
Say that again. That was so good.
They pause their life today to save money or invest money into a future that's not even really promised. Like it's really not. So for a lot of my youth, like a lot of my younger life, like I fell into that. I was like, oh man, invest like a percentage of my paycheck into a 401k. And I want to have this amount in my savings account because it's stable and security and Dave Ramsey and all this stuff, right? Dave
Ramsey.
Yeah. Cause that was like the big thing. Saving money for all this, right? And yes, I do believe that there's some benefits to having money stored up and saved, but also like the prayer is give me this day my daily bread. Like God will provide for you today. We keep worrying about tomorrow, but what if we just stopped worrying about tomorrow and really just focused on living life today? What memories are we bypassing? What experiences are we bypassing? Are we just saying, okay, like, sorry kids, we can't do X, Y, and Z today because I'm saving up for your college fund. Well, I can tell you, I never went to college.
You might not even go.
Right. Like
I didn't go.
And I'm not saying that's bad.
No,
this is not financial advice.
It's not bad.
But it's like you got to figure out where your heart is and like what's important to you. Because I can tell you, like, I could get a job selling cars any day, all the way up until I'm 90 years old.
And you could go back to college any day too.
You could go back to college any day. But like, I have 4 young kids, and I gave a lot of my time to the car business. A lot of their life, the most vital, important years of their life, I gave to the car business.
Your kids?
Yeah, like I was at work during like really formative years of their lives. And once again, not advice to anybody. This is just what I think. This is my thoughts. This is just my thoughts.
You're sharing what your life was, and people are going to take what they need to take from it.
Yeah, exactly.
So keep doing it.
Okay.
Keep going.
I'm going to keep it up.
Yes.
And it's like, man, like what I would give to get back those years. Like my daughter's 14. She now has her first boyfriend. Like she's going to be driving soon. She's going to be moving out soon. My oldest daughter.
Yeah.
And then shortly after that, my next daughter's going to, and then shortly after that, and then shortly after that, my son. There's only a very short window of my lifespan that I get to spend with them. And unfortunately, I know this is like me just speaking out of my experiences and stuff, but it's like I would easily, quickly give back give back anything that I've earned to go back and have less, but be able to spend more time with them when they were younger. When I made a reel, dude, my brain is just going 100 miles an hour.
You're good. Hey, you're saying exactly what you need to do.
No, I'm just thinking about this. Like I made
because I want to like take your time, like take your time on all the stories.
Okay.
Like seriously, because I want to like, dude, you're helping me.
Well, think of this.
Yeah.
Think of this story. So Wyatt stayed home with me from school last year, and this is when I was editing all my own videos and stuff. So like my plan for
what do you mean he stayed home from school, like for a day or?
Like he was sick.
Oh, okay.
He was.
I thought you were like he just took an off year.
No.
Like a gap year in college. He was just like, yeah, second grade now.
No. So the girls went to school.
Okay.
Stacy went to school when Stacy was a teacher.
Okay.
And Wyatt stayed home with me. And I'm like, all right, he's sick. He's just going to hang out on the couch, drink some juice, like relax, feel better. I'll still be able to edit this video.
Yeah.
So I'm editing this video. And I in my mind, I already have like these, like, I already have this time, like this day planned out where the opposite of what I feel now. And this is one of the things, the pivotal moments of my life that made me think differently about these things. And it's like, wow, I'm so glad I quit my job and started making YouTube videos so I could be home with my kids. But my human nature wasn't thinking that when this happened. So he's sitting on the couch. I'm editing a video. He gets off the couch. One of the shows was over. He walks over. He's like, Dad, can we go outside and can you pull me in the wagon? Because I had this little red wagon. And him and the girls were always like pulling each other around the yard. And I'm like, no, bro, you need to be chilling. Like you need to relax. And I'm editing a video. I'm working. And he didn't like fight me. He didn't say anything. He just had this look on his face of like almost defeat. Like, oh, okay. And it like just hit me, bro. Like a Jake Paul left hook.
Oh my, that's a hard one.
Right?
Yeah.
Hit me. I was like, holy freaking crap, bro. When's the last time Ava has asked me to pull her on a red wagon? When's the last time Ella or Selah have asked me, hey, Dad, can you pull? Because eventually they stop asking you. So wow. I was like, I almost cried when I had that revelation. Like I was just like, what? So I was like, hey, bro, you know what? Let's go. So I grab the wagon. He's so excited. We get in the wagon. We're running around the backyard. I video it because I wanted to remember this moment. So I posted it. Yeah. And I was like, what I just shared, that whole story I just shared. I'm like, I started thinking like, when's the last time Ava has asked me, hey, Dad, can you pull me in the wagon? And we just had a great moment. It was 15 minutes of pulling him around the backyard in the wagon. Then he was over it and done and wanted to go back in and watch. It was, man, I'm so glad I didn't miss that moment because like, I wonder if he would have asked me again.
It might have been the last.
It might, honestly, I think that was the last time I pulled him in a wagon. Like the last time he's asked.
And you don't know.
You don't know.
It's like, you never know.
You never know.
So that's why it's now. It's today, but also it's like every moment. Every single moment might be the last time. And someone told me this like a super similar story because that one, I don't have kids yet. But, dude, you inspire me to want to have kids one day. Seriously, because your family, the way you are and just it inspires me. You and my friend Joel and just like some of the people I see that have kids, I'm like, man, that's how I want to do it. And it just like you never know when those moments are. But when I hear you guys talk about it, it's like, for someone, and I'm going to tell something from me that might relate to someone else because that's going to relate to someone in a different way than this. But it's like there was a last time that you and your friends in the neighborhood got on a bicycle. Yeah. Got on your bikes and just rode around. You didn't know it was the last time, but there was a last time where your friend knocked on your door and you're like, yeah, let's go ride the bikes. And you rode around. Childhood friends. And there was, I couldn't even tell you when it was, but there was a last time. And I used to do that all the time because I didn't have a phone growing up and I'm so glad I didn't. But man, dude, you never know when that is going to be the last moment. So it just shows you to just be so in the moment.
Bro, so true. And there's another thing that happened. I mean, while we're talking about
Keep
kids,
going, dude. Keep going.
This is good stuff. Like I read somewhere, it might have been a Instagram reel or something. And my algorithm's all jacked up. It's like Pokemon cards and parenting hacks and health. It's like all over the place.
That's you.
It is me. And it was like, when your kids, especially when they're younger, like offer you something like, Dad, I painted you this, or Dad, I made you this, or Dad, I made this, like you want a cheese stick or a yogurt snack. Like when they bring you something, you need to act like they just gave you a brand new house or a car.
It means more.
Dude, yes.
Bro, can I give you one more analogy? And then,
yeah.
Because this analogy.
Yeah, I mean, you know where I'm going.
Yeah. No, but like I want you to do that too. This analogy is just like, it just is like my brother shared it to me the other day and it helped me and him actually really connect. And on a serious note, me and my brother spend so much time together. Like, dude, I'm 26, he's 23. We have lived, I've lived with him almost my whole life. He's lived with me my whole life, literally. We've traveled the country together, filmed, we worked together, business, everything together. But still sometimes there's that lack of connection. And then the other day we had a moment where he explained something to me and he was like, Ricky, like, take a minute. And I was like, let me listen. And I really just sat there and listened. And he said this: imagine someone comes up to you, you get 5 pitches. A dude comes up to you and they're like, yo, you get 5 pitches. You hit 1 home run, you get a Rolex. You hit 2 home runs, you get $1 million. Right? I'm like, okay. I don't know where this is going. I had no idea where it was going. And usually when I'm talking to him, I usually already know what he's saying. So I'm figuring it out. And I realized, I was like, no, I can always be learning from like him in this moment, everything. So he goes, first pitch, swing, miss. Second pitch, swing, miss. Third pitch, swing, miss. Fourth pitch, swing, home run. Got the Rolex. Fifth pitch, swing, miss. Right? I still didn't know where he was going at this point. But are you following me?
I don't either.
I know. So, boom. The guy said, you remember, right? I said 1 home run, Rolex, 2 home runs, $1 million. You only hit 1. Fifth pitch, we already swing and miss, right? Boom, boom, boom. So in that moment, I'm like, all right, where are you going with this? Like, you don't even know what I'm saying right now.
I don't.
And then it came back, and I was like, dude, what are you saying? I don't understand. He's like, all right, follow me now. You went into this situation. It was a random situation. But because this guy put on these expectations, if you do these certain things, you get this, your expectations went up. And you actually feel let down. So you're so focused on what you missed because you didn't get the $1 million because you didn't hit the second home run. You're so focused on what you missed out on that you forgot what you got that you didn't even have before you got in the situation. Yeah. That the whole time you probably would have been more happy had your dad been throwing you baseballs in the backyard and you just been swinging and playing with him.
Wow. Yes.
Does it make sense now?
Yeah.
You got it? You know? And when he said that, I was like, I didn't get it the whole time, and I wasn't supposed to until the end. And I was like, wow, that's society. Because the Rolex cool, but it's the meaning that we give the value to it.
Yeah.
But you would rather just be swinging and playing in the backyard with your son, pulling him on the wagon. You would trade everything you have to pull him on the wagon.
Everything.
You trade him that Garmin watch, all these, everything. To pull him on the wagon for 15 minutes.
Yeah. Well, especially, I mean, he might still ask, but like Ava,
Jeez,
yeah. I missed that. I missed those times.
Yeah.
I was at work. I was gone. I was doing things to make money to provide for my family, but then that family doesn't care. Like I had growing up, right? Did you have friends? Oh man, it's so crazy. There's so many ways I could pitch this and it hit differently. It's like growing up, I had friends that were really, really poor.
Yeah.
And they were some of my best friends. Growing up, I had friends that were really, really rich.
Yeah.
They were cool too.
Yeah.
What honestly is the difference? Like as a parent, it's like, yes, we want stability. We want all this, like we want this comfort, the ability to go on family vacations and stuff. Like at what cost? Because the biggest differentiator between like if a kid is emotionally regulated or not is how involved the parents are with their life. Not how much money is in the bank, not how much money is in the college fund, not the new car, none of that. It's how involved, especially how emotionally involved the parents are with the kids. And I mean, there's so much proof. There's so much proof of that. And my prayer is to anybody listening, watching this who either has kids or is about to have kids or is planning on having kids one day. It's like, bro, they don't care how much money you have in the bank. They don't care about your business. They don't care that you're trying to build and you're grinding and you're traveling to do all this cool stuff. They just want you.
They don't care because they don't know until the world tells them all this stuff matters.
Bro.
Till the world says, oh, wait, you need all these things because the world's telling you everything that's being sold to you is basically telling you you're not enough, so you need this.
Right.
But when you're young, they don't know that yet because you're so connected to God. You're so connected with your family as long as they're like present. Like you're really present in their life. The mom is really present in their life. Their brothers and sisters, their friends are all there. And God is like, they don't even know, but that God's so connected and in them. That's why in the Bible it says, have a childlike faith.
Yes.
Because the child is running around. They're never worried. They're like, it's going to work out. My dad, especially when the dad is very present, they're like, they're never afraid. They're like, my dad's got it. You're a superhero. And then when you grow up, you realize like you make your own mistakes and everything, but God is the real superhero, the superhero.
Yeah.
The superest of
Amen,
heroes.
bro.
And just like you were saying, they don't even know. And then the world says, you need all these things to be happy when you never needed it. So go back to who you were. And of course sometimes you want to be comfortable. You want a house. You want all these things. But objectively, think about this. Objectively, the world now is so much better than it was 200, 300 years ago. Like a king back in the day didn't even have AC. A king didn't have a car. A king had to ride a horse and had to have people fanning him with the little palm trees. A king, dude, the kingest of kings. You can and a king had to go tell someone, "Oh, bring me my grapes." You can click a button on your phone and get whatever you want whenever you want it. Objectively, it's better, but because our perspective and comparison of everyone else in the world, it's all comparison. But and I'm not talking about a homeless person or like someone that's living on the streets, but take a really poor person today, right? They're living in a house. It's not the best house, but it's a house. They have a car, but, you know, it has a couple 100,000 miles and the AC goes in and out. Compared to back, not that long ago, dude, 100, 200 years ago, that's not long. There's no AC. They're in a wagon. And you just go anywhere you want to go.
Right.
People used to have to walk, man.
Right.
The whole way. Or like the horse, or like you can get in a plane and go around the world. You couldn't do that a couple 100 years ago.
That's so crazy.
You used to have to go on a boat.
Isn't that crazy? All this technology that we have and the access is so young.
So young.
So young.
But doesn't it show you how powerful, like, the mind is?
Bro, yes. Dude, I'm 37 years old, and I grew up in the generation where we did not have phones. We did not have screens. The television's static if you got close. Like, and you might have one television in your house if you're rich. Now it's like, even, and I hate to categorize like rich and poor, but like even really, really poor people right now, not the homeless like you talked about, still probably have a phone with a screen on it. Still have access to the internet. Like you made it if you had internet access and you had that AOL dial-up. A lot of people listening and watching don't even know what that is.
100 years ago, no internet though.
Bro, no internet. You had no connection. You knew what you knew because you saw it. You knew what you knew because you heard it from your next door neighbor. You don't know what's happening in other countries. You didn't know all this stuff existed. And I honestly, like, I don't watch the news.
I don't think you should, bro.
I don't think we're meant to.
Someone explained this to me. It's why people in cities oftentimes they start disassociating with people more. When you live in a city, you have so many sensory experiences and meet so many people, and when you're driving, it's so easy to flick someone off in the car or get mad because you don't see them as a person anymore.
Yeah.
Back in the day, you live in a smaller town, you know everyone.
Yeah.
So you have to be who you are, because if you're not, everyone knows you're not who you say you are. Right. Like everyone knows, oh, that's where we go to the butchery. That's where we go to get there's one gym, there's all this, and you're in a collective. In a city, you're never going to see that person again, so fudge them.
Yeah.
Like fudge them. You don't even look at them as a person. You're like, oh, it's a number. You're like, oh, you don't look at them as a person. You're like, oh, that's a Toyota Camry. That's not a person.
No, it's even worse, bro. Me and Stacy joke about this all the time, how like, I'm the main character of my life. Yeah. You're the main character of your life. Mm-hmm. That doesn't mean you're the NPC in mine. Yeah. And I'm not the NPC in yours. Everybody's the main character of their own life. Like they've got their own stuff. And imagine a world where we stopped walking around looking at everybody like they're an NPC. And there's that movie Free Guy with Ryan Reynolds.
Oh yeah.
It's one of my favorite movies. Like when I'm traveling, like it's the only movie I have downloaded on an iPad. I don't even travel with my iPad anymore, but like it's the only movie I had downloaded. So it was the only movie I would watch.
What's it called again? Free
Guy or Free City? Free Guy.
Free Guy.
Free Guy.
It's he falls in it, right?
Yeah, he's a video game character, but he has an algorithm.
Yes,
this
okay.
is pre-AI, And he has like this algorithm built into him where he can start feeling and connecting and stuff. So he's an NPC who starts looking at people and remembering their names and like thinking for himself. And that's the movie. Like, we don't need to talk about that. But like, imagine a world where even in like New York and Chicago and these cities where, yes, it's very easy to just say something or feel a certain way towards someone because you are kind of looking at them as they're an NPC in your life and they're an inconvenience in your life. But imagine if we looked at everybody like, bro, that's the main character of his own movie.
I love how you phrased it. Like, I'm the main character in my life. That doesn't mean you have to be the NPC. Or, no, you said, you're the main character in your life. That doesn't mean everyone else has to be an NPC in yours.
Right.
That's good because
characters.
Everyone's on that wave. Like, a lot of people I know, like, that are my age are like, oh, look at these NPCs. Or like,
no way.
Oh, yeah, dude. It's like, everyone's like, oh, NPC. I'm like, no, dude. They're just as much as you are right now, feeling everything.
Yeah. Feeling everything. Probably a little down on themselves. Probably need encouragement.
We
need someone on our side.
You got it.
Bro, like, we need somebody on our side. Like, imagine if we just did that. If we just like saw somebody who looked a little down and gave them a little encouragement. And not the generic, like, have a great day.
No.
Or, hey, I'm praying for you. Legit pray for people. Yeah. Like, if I see someone who's down on their luck, imagine if I stopped saying, hey, I'll be praying for you. And instead I grabbed them by the two hands where they felt connection to me. They felt my heat, my energy, my sweaty palms on their hands. They felt that human connection. And I immediately called on the name of Jesus and I started to pray for that person at that moment. I bet more tears would be shed. I bet more emotional connections will be had. And I bet the spirit will come alive in them. And that's what we need. We need to reactivate that spirit that's inside of us. There's a spirit living in all of us.
All of us.
Some of it's almost like the radio in our car. Getting in your car, turning it on, and driving down the road doesn't mean you're hearing the radio. But the radio is there. All you have to do is press power and tune it into the right station, and you got it.
Oh.
But think about it.
I like
it's
that.
all there. You've got heavy metal, you've got gospel, you've got pop, you've got rap. It's all in there already. You just can't hear it. The spirit is alive in all of us. It's preloaded from birth. Whether you believe it or not. If you're listening to this and you are a full-blown atheist, congrats on your life. Those are great choices if you want to make them. But guess what? I'm just kidding, being a little sarcastic. But guess what? Here's the deal.
If they're listening to it right now, they're right where they're supposed to be.
They're right where they're supposed to be.
You're hearing this when you need to hear it.
Exactly.
Seriously.
Congratulations on your life choices that got you to this point. You were listening to this podcast. Yeah, I probably should have completed my thought right
Yeah, complete it. Of course. I'm just being radically honest because I can tell when I'm just on that wave.
I love that about
all
you.
the time.
But here's the deal.
Yes.
Even if you're atheist, even if you have every reason in your mind to not believe that there's a creator who created you on purpose and for a purpose, you have the spirit inside you. It's preloaded from birth. You can't do anything to deactivate it. You can just keep it turned off for your whole life if you want to. Or right now, at this very moment, you can activate it. You can just turn it on. You can call on the name of Jesus and say, Jesus Christ, I don't know you. I have no idea who you are. I don't even know how to spell your name.
It's right here if you don't know how to spell it.
Right. But I see this light in people who have also been through tough times, who have also been through things that should give them a reason to not believe. But they weirdly believe, and I don't know why. So I want to know. So I'm inviting you, Jesus Christ, as the Lord and Savior of my life. I'm inviting you into my life. I want to be a light in this world, just like I see other people being a light in this world. And I don't want to have all the answers. I don't want to know the Lord's Prayer by heart because I don't want the formalities of a relationship with you. I just want a real, authentic relationship with you, which is muddy, which is dirty, which isn't perfect, which is real, which is authentic, which is raw. And I just want to invite you into my life. I want to press the power button on this spirit that's been inside my body the whole time, but I've never actually heard it. So I'm pressing power on. I don't know what station to tune it to yet. I'm asking you to tune it for me. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
You pray that prayer, you're going to feel a different you right now.
Amen. I felt it when you were saying it.
I felt it
and
too.
I was already feeling phenomenal.
Let's go.
And I feel even amazinger.
Amazinger. Dude, you're creator, you're creative, you can say whatever word you want.
Because everything is like, right?
Yeah, bro. Dude, that felt good.
Dude, that was great. It happened right when it was supposed to happen too.
I blacked out. What happened right there?
I don't know. It was that. Did you feel it?
I feel good. I feel hot. I feel hot.
Just so.
I feel hot. I feel goosebumpy. I feel like, man, that's scary. There's nothing scarier than praying for people that you may never meet in real life. Like that's
why is
actually
it scary?
Because it's real. Because it's not you saying words. Like I could sit here and be like, "Hey, man, love you," and not mean it. But when you're praying in the name of Jesus, you have to mean it.
You have to.
You just can't not mean it. You can't not feel it. That's what's so powerful about the name of Jesus.
You feel it.
You feel it. Like just say it. Jesus. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Woo. It just feels right, man.
Jesus.
It's calming.
But so powerful. Empowering and calming.
Yes.
Like it's like, ooh. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. It gives you something.
Where it's like everything, like caffeine's like, hee.
Yeah.
And then like any sleep supplements like,
yeah.
Magnesium.
Sometimes.
But Jesus is like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man. This is solid.
It's like noises, dude. Like I'm not even putting into words because sometimes that's what I'm saying. Like we're letting everything out. It's like a lot of like almost all of our communication is body language and movement and dancing and singing and and then trying to put stuff to words, which is like what a podcast is. So we have to do it. It's hard for me sometimes because sometimes I'm just like looking at someone like, yeah, got it. Like that's why I make up words. Like in our videos, like a lot of the words we make up, it's just like words that just feel like, yeah. You know?
I love that though.
Even if it doesn't make sense, it makes sense to me.
There's a word that me and my friends made up when we used to surf called, and actually I take it back, we didn't make it up. One of the younger brother to one of our friends, he made it up, and it's shluba.
What does that mean?
I think he meant to say like the S word, and I don't know what he meant to do. No one knows. He couldn't explain it, but it became our word, shluba.
Well, at words,
like, shluba.
You have power of life and death in your tongue, right?
Right.
So words can make you feel.
Yeah.
So shaluba.
Shluba.
That makes me feel like happy, like I'm surfing.
Yes.
Makes me feel like a penguin from.
Yeah, shluba boo.
Yeah, like shaluba.
Shlubity-doo.
Like I'm riding a wave, nice.
Yeah. Yes. Well, that's what was happening. We were surfing, and he just
Really?
yelled shluba. Like, it was right.
Wait, did you say that he made it up while you were surfing before, or did you just say it now?
I think I said it before.
Did you? Okay, I didn't know. It just felt like you did.
That's what we were doing.
Shaluba.
Maybe I didn't say it. Maybe you just felt it. I don't know.
I don't know, but either way,
Play back
cool.
the tape. Let's go.
Shaluba.
Dude.
Shaluba, man.
Shlubadoo.
Because like all the words that we are saying are also made up. Like think about like everyone speaks a different language, so
right.
It's like
oh my gosh.
Why like Shakespeare made most of these words, right? And it's like some dude from back then. It's like okay, why can't you? Shaluba.
Yeah, shluba, bro. Shlubity-doobity.
That's how it was made though. Like he was like
yeah, like hibbity hobbity hoo.
And he's like, oh, that means this. Okay.
Flippity flappity flu.
Like I know what you're saying right now.
Shlubadoo.
A shlubity doo. It's like a little dance move. Like I'm just like yee.
Yee.
Like that, right?
Yeah. What's crazy is I didn't know you. I'd never seen one of your videos in my life, and throughout most of my life, like when we go to concerts or something, or someone preaches a big message, I always go yee-hoo. Like I make like a yee sound before I met you, and now you're a yee man, and I kind of say yee.
For those of the people that don't know, that's how we start our videos.
Yeah.
I always go yee guys. It just came out naturally one day when we started.
Yeah.
Because everyone was always like, what's up? Hey, hi.
Bro, should I start?
And I was just like, yee. And then even after we grew up, Nick was like, dude, I think we're aging out of that. And I was like, okay. I was like, okay. I didn't really want to let it go, but we stopped for a minute. And then like, I was like, dude, now we need it back. So we do it again.
Should I do a noise?
Whatever feels natural. Shaluba.
What if we start every video with like a...
If that's what you feel it. What does that make you feel?
Poop.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I don't like that. Nah, it's not going to work.
I think a shaluba is almost like the ending of a video. It would be like, thanks so much for watching. Shaluba. Because it's like, yo, we all went surfing together. The video.
Got a barrel.
We were surfing and then fade away. Now go on your own journey. Shaluba. Come back whenever you're ready.
Shlubidoo.
Right? Shalubi.
Shlubity-doo.
Yeah, man. Wow.
Bro, well, earlier we talked about there's a lot of people that could resonate with us.
Yes.
A lot of people who, you know, and it's funny because I do think too many people watch, like, let me just talk to the audience who might know who you are. So Ricky Ireland has over 10 million followers, subscribers, and friends on just a few platforms. Like, I'm not even combining them all. And big audience, which comes with a lot of responsibility. And you've taken a personal responsibility to share motivation, inspiration, empowerment on your personal channels. And I think that's so cool because that's not something that comes easy for a lot of people. Ricky became a good friend of mine. We started spending a lot of time together and talking, realized we have a lot of similarities. And then we realized that a lot of other people have similarities, but don't think it's possible for them to live this type of life, which is a life of fulfillment, a life of that you're proud to be living, a life of constantly being a student of life, like
one life,
living one life. Yeah, and I'm really stoked that we've got the opportunity to spend a lot of time together and have these conversations. This is the second time we've sat down and just filmed talking, with no real plan, and I think there's lots of value in what we've said so far. But dude, I want to kind of bring it up because we've talked about it for about 6 months or so.
Yeah.
Me and Ricky live close to each other, so we get to spend a lot of time together. We both love fitness, wellness, sauna, cold plunge, all this fun stuff. We're content creators, and we have a lot of friends who are also content creators. And one of the things I've realized, and I think you've realized too, is like there's not a lot of places for people like us and people who want to live that lifestyle to kind of collectively come together as a community. You know, like you can meet up at a run club, you can meet up at a gym, but then you have, you know, the hundreds of other random people there that don't like the fact that you have a camera there.
Yeah.
You know,
you can feel it.
You feel it, right? They're like,
and
bro.
that's okay though.
Yeah.
But you can feel it.
But there are people like us that are like, man, how sick would it be to have a place that was acoustically set up, visually set up, had the right products around, had the right place, and you know the people that are there are like-minded. Like they're content creators who don't mind being on film, that don't mind being there.
They want it. They encourage it.
They want it. They encourage it. So you don't have to feel awkward.
You know how,
because like,
yeah. Because that feeling, like, and you guys watching are probably like, have either been content creators or are aspiring to be, probably a lot of them. Probably. So it's like, you get that feeling when you pull out a camera and you can feel it. No one has to say anything. You're just like, oh man, they're definitely judging me.
Yeah.
And you have to either go, all right, or you go, it's okay. I'm going to keep doing it. Yeah. But imagine the feeling of you pull it out and genuinely everyone around you is like, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Let's go. You want me to film for you?
Like, dude, yeah. And then they're like, no, I want to hold it myself. Either way, it's okay. Bro. And then everyone's like, you. And then as soon as you film me, I'm like, oh, I'll film you. Yes. And then you're like, boom, you film. And then everyone's like, yeah. But it's a real yeah. It's like it's not like your friends around or like someone's around and they see you and they're like, oh, I'll take a picture of you. Bro. It's like, yo, give me that. No, give me that. And I'm going to take a picture of you and film you right now. Dude,
imagine if you walk in there too. And even better than that. You see somebody who you're like, bro, I've been following you on Instagram for a long time. You inspired me. And that person turns around and knows that you're in this space. You can't be in this space unless you're like-minded. And that person who you've looked up to for years is like, bro, you want to collab? Bro, you want to shoot a podcast together?
And you're so comfortable in that space that they could be like 100%. Or also they could be like, no, not right now.
Right.
And you'd be like, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. No, I'm even
like just being okay with either outcome.
Right. It's not awkward. It's not weird. Like you sign up when you are in this space, like you got the sickest gym equipment, you got the sickest recovery equipment, you got the sickest setup, you got podcast studios, you got meeting rooms, you got a place where because like here's the thing, like you're a content creator on a whole nother level. I'm a baby content creator. We're doing very different things, but we're both very successful at it.
In way different ways.
But we both see a value in this. We both see a value in like, how sick would it be to have a space where we could be like, yo, let's go meet up. Boom.
I see the most value.
I do too, man. I do too.
And I'm not afraid.
But I wonder how many people watching or listening are into that. Like,
I wonder, yeah, that's a good question. Let us know down below.
Yeah, please let us know because like, nothing's really holding us back because we've talked about it intently for a while.
The only thing that I ask for everyone that is about to comment is to be radically honest.
Yeah.
Don't just say, oh, that'd be dope.
Yeah, don't just encourage.
If you don't think it is, say, no, I'm not for me.
Yeah.
But if you do, say it.
Right.
And expand on it.
And there's a lot more. I mean, I'm not going to share all the details over it, but like, I mean, dude, how sick would it be to like Like between me and you, we have the connections with all the major brands.
We have unlimited connections, dude.
Unlimited.
And any connection that we don't have, I feel we could make organically anytime we needed it.
Right.
When
For
we
sure.
needed it.
Yeah.
Do you feel me?
Give us this day our daily bread.
On the right day.
On the right day.
Give me what I need. Not too much. Just enough.
Bro,
when I need it.
We could have community meetups there. I mean, like
Bible studies.
Bible studies. Bro, there's so many things we could do. Like, I like doing that stuff at my house, but it's like, it's my house.
I agree too.
And
Like,
you're
I
limited.
have get-togethers at my house, like, and then sometimes I'm like, oh, like then you gotta. There's just times where
You
you're
got
like,
a
man.
driveway. There's not a lot of parking.
And it's cool to have a place where it's like, this is for that.
Yeah. And then when you want to leave, like, you're like, all right, cool, I'm done. You can leave. Not like when you have a get together at your house and it's like that last straggler that just isn't getting it. Like,
And
bro,
you're giving so
everybody
many
left.
hints, like,
all the hints.
wow, it's getting late.
Oh, man,
and
the
they're like,
kids
yeah,
say
it is getting late. And you're like, dude, I'm getting tired. And they're like, dude, me too.
But they're still there.
And you're like, and then I'm like, wait, you could just say, hey, it's time to go.
Yeah.
And
Closing
it's okay.
shop. It's
That's what I
closing
love about
time.
like my favorite relationships are that no one takes anything personally and there's no judgment. Like
Yeah.
if you were to be like, yo, bro, I need to go right now. The podcast is over. You need to leave. I wouldn't be like, wait, what did I do? I'd just be like, okay, it's time for me to go.
Nah, bro, this has been such a good conversation.
I feel like it's just we're being human beings right now.
Yeah.
Truly.
We are.
So let us know if you guys want, if you're a human being and you think that you would want to be at this place that we're talking, this hypothetical place that we're talking about, that might be a thing, maybe not.
Bro, if we do it too, like, if we do it, I want it to be so sick.
That's the only way to do it.
Like, not a garage gym. Like, I want it to be so sick. I want people to like want to come and like
to want to
be there.
I think they will. Dude, the energy, bro. Your energy is like one of the best energies ever.
So is yours.
Seriously. And I don't even know how many people I met. Like, I've met so many people every day. Like, at the gym, I meet people all the time, and I'm like, boom, 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 boom. But, dude, you're a rare energy.
So are you.
Thank you.
I think that's why we're like that magnet that just like, not everybody can do that, but we can.
We can now, but I believe everyone can. One day,
True.
when it's time, when they're seeking.
You're right.
But you can't force it. Because
Can't.
someone can only receive something when they're curious and when they're open and when they're truly focused. And if you think about this whole podcast, we've been truly focused. I've been like so locked in.
Dialed.
You've been dialed. We've been open and genuinely curious. Like, I know you, but I'm learning more about you. Like, that's, I don't know why it keeps bringing me back to the wagon story about the Wyatt thing. That's just hitting me hard.
Yeah.
Because it hit you hard.
Real hard.
And I'm just like, wow, man, that just keep on. You need those daily reminders, like the daily reminders of like, that's why.
Dude.
And to be able to create moments for that with people would be the coolest thing.
So fun. I want to do that. Like, I want to be able to, I want to meet more people.
And dude, wait, I know someone who, oh my gosh.
What?
I know someone who could build it.
Okay. Should we just do it?
Yeah.
Should we wait for any comments or just screw it?
It'd be cool to see, but you also don't need the outside validation, because I know that if it's within us, it's within everyone else. And people will find it when they need to find it. And the amount of people we meet, the amount of people we know, bro, I come over because I want to be here. How many people text you and just want to be around you? A lot,
Yeah.
right? It's all the time
I feel
for
so
me.
bad too. Like, for everyone who's texted me or DMs me and I haven't responded, it's nothing personal. I just sometimes,
How many you have? I have 3,000 missed messages, I think.
I always look at them and read them and have the intent to respond. And then I do something else. And then I'm like, or I'm in the middle of something. I struggle with that. It's a weakness of mine.
But
yes.
it's okay. A weakness is a place to grow. Like, it's such
Yeah.
a good, like, I love awkward moments. I love uncomfortable situations. And I love weaknesses because I don't look at them like that. I look at them like, that's my place where I get to grow.
Right.
I get to grow there. And someone else that is already good in those areas can help me.
I got a bug flying around my
I
face.
saw that. If you would have caught him like Mr. Miyagi. Ding.
That'd be sick. That's a goal. Dude,
That's
and
a
that
goal.
whole thing, like that wagon moment brings me back to like
Yeah.
Wyatt. my youngest son just turned 6, right? So and when he did this was not this year. This was last year, because it was last year when my wife was teaching at the school. And that changed so much about how I make decisions. Like all 3 of my daughters have been skiing in the snow. My wife's been skiing, snowboarding with me. But Wyatt has not. He was the last trip we had gone on when I was in the car business and could afford all these crazy trips, once a year. He was like 1. I don't even think he was 1 yet. We brought Stacy's mom to kind of like babysit him. So he was like there, but he wasn't there. And so like after that wagon story and like after that's kind of changed, like, man, like every year he's growing up, like he's growing. All of my daughters had seen snow, skied and snowboarded. My youngest was 3. My oldest at the time was like 6 the first time they went, and Wyatt's 5. So like last year I'm like blank space on that calendar, on that big ass calendar. You know what? Screw it. Stacy encouraged it. She's like, just take him. Why don't you just take him? Father-son trip. Because it's so expensive to take a whole family of 6 anywhere snowboarding or skiing. But take, for 2 days, like instead of going for a week, 6 people, we went for 2.5, 3 days, just me and him. It was affordable. So I did, bro. And I will say to every parent watching, if you haven't done like a solo trip with just one of your kids, like one parent, one kid, I'm not talking 2 parents, 1 kid, 1 parent, 1 kid, nothing I've ever done in my life is even remotely close to that. And I'm not saying is better or worse, but that was the most intentional time, because like you have your 5-year-old son, you can't be scrolling on the gram at dinner. You can't be like, and you can't be distracted. You can't be distracted by your surroundings and oh, well, my wife's here, so she's making sure he's alive. You're responsible for their life. You're responsible for their safety and their well-being. So like you're making sure you're having conversations with them. You're planning your day with them. Bro, it was so cool. Like that was a trip I'll remember for the rest of my life. And so many cool trips.
I think I remember.
So many cool trips,
remember.
bro. So many cool trips.
You told me about that one time.
Yeah, it was the most incredible.
Because you guys recently went on a trip together, just you and him.
That was last year.
Yeah.
That was last February.
That's what you're talking about. Is that what you were talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was this year.
Because I remember you asked me to go. I'm so glad I didn't go.
You should. I know. I am too.
I'm so glad I didn't go.
I was just like, hey, you should come.
I know, but it just didn't feel right.
Well, like I said, I love how God makes things happen, because I would have been fine. If you came, I wouldn't have known what I was going to miss. But if you would have came, it would have been a great time.
It would have been great.
It wouldn't have been the same. It would have been different. It would have been great.
It's like when people say, yo, this steak, when you have a steak, I just do analogies.
I love analogies.
Because then, I just love analogies. But you have a steak, you eat it, amazing. Week later, you go out to a lobster restaurant, you get a lobster, nice buttered lobster. It doesn't take away how good the steak was a week ago.
Right.
It's just different. Not better, not worse, just different.
Like that.
So the trip would have been great with us, but like I'm so glad that you guys went, and it was what you needed.
It was
So
what I needed,
cool.
because now I can share that experience, because it's not, I mean, it's pretty unique, I think. I don't think a lot of like parents, unless you are, a single parent and you only have 1 kid, then that's kind of like the full,
Then it's almost built in.
It's built in, which is amazing. But if you have multiple kids and there are 2 parents, like try to do it. Don't do all of them. Like you don't have to go crazy, but like every once in a while.
It's like, because you guys are all on this journey together, right? It's you, your wife, 5 kids.
4 kids.
4 kids.
2 dogs.
Sorry, I felt
9
like I was your
chickens.
kid for a second.
Oh, you are.
4 kids.
You can be.
So it's 6 of you. A dog, so 7.
2.
6, 7?
2 dogs.
Oh, no, 8. Okay.
Oh,
Dang.
6, 7, 8.
No.
And then
joke.
9 chickens.
Okay, so 45. You're a family of 45. Yo, but, okay, so it's 6 of you. You're on this journey together, but also you've been on this journey, yourself. Then your wife's been on her own journey, but then you guys came together. You guys are on your own separate journey.
Right.
Then together as a family, you're on your journey. But then separately, individually, you guys are all on your separate journeys together.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's a lot, but it makes sense. Like you're all on a road trip in the same car, but then they're like, okay, your wife's like, hey, I'm going to go stop with one of your daughters and get some Wawa. And you're like, okay, cool. We'll still be going.
Bro, we just did that last night.
Yeah.
A couple kids wanted Chick-fil-A after the school program. A couple kids wanted Taco Bell.
Yeah.
And yes, I'm a health and wellness influencer who allows my kids to eat Chick-fil-A and Taco Bell.
It's okay.
We don't obsess. Every once in a while, go crazy. Have some cat meat or whatever. What is Taco Bell?
Are you trying to make fun of me because I'm Asian?
No.
Oh.
I've always been
Oh,
told
what's in
that
Taco Bell? Don't matter though.
It don't matter. It tastes good.
Because sometimes
Tastes good
it
in the mouth.
is like, okay, if you're eating it all the time, no.
Right.
But the worst thing, it's hard for me to see people when they're so dialed, but they're so stressed.
Right.
They're like, oh, I can't because like this. I'm like, dude, you don't even know, but like you being stressed is actually canceling all the dilation that you've done.
I agree.
You know?
I agree.
So like whatever, like obviously focus and build your habits in right and well, but sometimes just like let a thing be a thing.
Yep.
And when you do it, when you eat the Taco Bell, the best thing to do is to do a good thing and to do it right. That's eat right and do it right and be happy and joyful about it.
Right.
Second best thing, do a bad thing, but just enjoy it. Like, just eat the Taco Bell and be like, yeah, whatever. The worst thing to do would be to eat the Taco Bell and then ruminate on it for the next 4 hours and be like, oh my gosh, I can't eat. I ate the Taco Bell and then you're like, whoa, dude, you shouldn't have even eaten in the first place. Or like, you know what I mean? Like, just enjoy it when you did it. It says too many people stress out so much.
Bro.
I literally felt stressed just thinking about that.
I know, bro.
Like, I felt like, oh my gosh, just take it easy.
Dude, I gotta say something.
Yes,
I know this is going long, but I love it, and I think that it's great. And for everybody,
I don't even know how long it's been.
It's been long. It's been a long. It's a long one. I don't know either. I don't even know how to read these things. I'm new to cameras. This wasn't my life, but I got to share something with you. I think you know this already, but to the viewers and stuff, me and my wife have been married for almost 16 years. 15 years, almost 16. Crazy, right? That's a long time.
It's a long time. That's a long time.
And I would say, I mean, I have a lot of other friends who are married and whatever, like, and no judgment. This isn't me comparing. I hate comparing it. But like, I would say like we have a pretty good relationship. Like, it's good. It's not good. It's freaking awesome. She's my best friend in the whole wide world. I look forward to communicating with her. I look forward to seeing her. When I used to work, I would like leave work and rush home to see my wife. Like, I am insanely attracted to her and insanely like magnetized to her. I need to be with her. It's probably a little weird. Like, she's probably like, bro, leave me alone sometimes. And wow, what I'm about to say next is probably going to make sense to viewers who don't know me because I'm being a little like overly crazy about that. But we started going to a therapist. So we went to a therapy session last month and I was against it because I'm like, well, we don't need therapy. Like, we have a great relationship. Everything's great. We don't fight. We don't have like issues. We don't have like trauma. We don't have any reasons to go to therapy, right? And some friends have been encouraging, like, just go. It's just cool to have like a third party, somebody who, and she's a Christian therapist, so somebody who can like listen to how you two do communicate and just give you some structure, just give you some new ways of communicating through certain things to bring you back into alignment with God. And I'm like, but that's so silly. Like, I've watched couples retreat. Like, I know how this is going to go. We don't need a therapist. And then one day I was just like, you know what? Let's just go. Let's just go just so we can say we did it. Because I'm not against it, but it's just like, we don't need it.
Yeah.
So we go, and bro, it was like, I walked out of there. It was a 2-hour session, our first one. And I walked out of there like, that was so fun. Like, that was fun. It was like going to a new theme park where everything's new. How you look at everything is different. It's a new scene. Everything was just different. And like, we were able to just have like, she was asking, long, great session, short, but she was asking us like, what was the last like little argument you guys got into? And like, we struggled to remember. It's like, I don't know, like, I don't really argue about things often, but she ended up getting something out of us. So like, then we started kind of going through it. And it's like, when you learn how to communicate with the person you love, like when you learn how to communicate with people you really genuinely care about and you care about connecting with them, when you learn a way to communicate real, like your real heart, not just like the blanket words like, how are you? I'm fine. Cool. How was your day? It was great. When you learn how to like really find out and like pull the information, like the specific information out of somebody and then give them the information back, like it's an emotional experience. So like yesterday we went back to our second session. I was looking forward to it, all excited. And we did actually have a little tiny argument the night before about something super silly, or so I thought, or so she thought. We both thought. It was no big deal. It was like a little thing. And we go in there and, like had no idea this was going to become like an emotional conversation.
Yeah.
But man, bro, like I am a pro therapist now. Like I am pro therapy. I think
like
anybody.
I'm in a therapy session right now.
Yeah, I feel like it too. I encourage it. Like I encourage, find a good one and go and just kind of see how it goes. But like, bro, we were able to talk through like a little tiny disagreement about something that honestly was no big deal. Like it was no big deal. Yeah. But it was the only one we had recently. So like, that's what we talked about.
Mm-hmm.
That's how we role played through how we could communicate. Bro, we both cried. Like we both teared up
Full.
and cried and like kind of like, and it felt cleansing. It was spiritual. It was like such a powerful experience. Having a conversation with somebody who you love in a real way. And I don't know why that came out. I feel like I needed to say it. I don't know why. I don't have.
Dude, you said it because you needed to.
I needed to say it.
It was the right time. Seriously.
But that goes back to like the whole reason we're sitting down here filming this podcast is like we were going to just sit in my kitchen, have a cup of coffee, potentially plan a workout and have a conversation. And it was going to be good.
It was going to be
We were
great.
like, you know what? Every time we do that, we're like, bro, we should have been filming because we said something came out that was just powerful. And we can't recreate those moments.
Nope.
Those are fake.
Yeah, that's why when the click of the camera, sometimes people go, and I've seen it so many times with podcasts. I'm talking, I'll hang out, I'll fly somewhere with someone, and then we'll be talking. They'll be like, "Oh, we got to say that on the pod." And then when they say it, they're trying to recreate something that already happened.
It already happened.
And I feel it, and I'm like, and they feel it, and they just pretend they don't, and I'm just like, nah, Andrew, let it rock. Just the way you said the thing about your wife, it felt right, so you said it, and you did it.
Yep.
Right?
Absolutely, bro.
And you're not trying. People are going to receive what they need to receive from that. Someone's going to receive that.
Yeah.
The way they need to receive it. And it's not even your job to try and force it on someone. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, it's not your job to be like, this is the understanding and you have to get this. The way you say it, the way you are, what you learn from it, how you share it, I'm going to take it differently. Someone watching is going to take it differently. Someone else watching it is going to take it, listening to it is going to take it differently, but they'll all take what they need as long as they're open to receive.
Absolutely, bro. Kind of makes me think back to like motivational speeches I've gone to or conferences where like you go and you watch this motivational speaker, they don't say anything new.
Nope.
Like nothing that they say is this wildly out there new thing. Almost all of it's biblical too, just kind of positioned
It's kind
in
of
a different way.
like watered down biblical kind of.
Yeah.
In a
right.
way. It's like, here's the Bible, the full truth, and they're like, all right, well, we need to humanize it.
Right.
When it's like, no, just give them the real stuff.
Just give them the full thing, man. And it's like you walk out of there and you might feel a little inspired, but it's also like nothing that I heard was new. I just spent thousands of dollars, traveled here, sat in a room full of a bunch of other people and listened to somebody tell me things I already know. Like things that I already heard.
That are already wired in you.
And I'm not saying anything against them. I'm just saying like I feel like I feel like there's a lot of pressure put on from the audience, put on a motivational speaker or somebody who gets on stage for a living. Like you think like I could never do that. You can never have a conversation with people and just be real. Because that's honestly all they're doing.
That's all it is.
That's all they're doing. Like
You could, but that's all we're doing right now too.
all we're doing.
You're doing it in front of thousands of people.
Thousands.
Same thing. But your mind psychs itself out.
Yeah.
Because you can only really focus on one thing at a time.
Right.
And as long as you're really focused, like we're focused right here, that's the best thing you can do.
I agree. Love you, bro.
Love you, bro. Seriously.
Bro, it was a great conversation. We went through a lot of
It was almost a therapy session for both of us.
I think it was. Even if
you started talking about a lot of stuff, and I was like, man, yes, go.
was that okay?
So good. It was
just felt right.
It was what needed to happen.
Yeah. What were we supposed to talk about?
Nothing. Okay. I'll recap a little. I'll be a little like mode.
Let's hear it.
Before we got in here, Dave said that his good friend Shervin was saying, yo, before you get in the podcast with all your guests, you should have a goal. And that's cool. And I think that's great. And so Dave was like, he asked me before we were out there in the kitchen, and he's like, Ricky, what do you want the goal of this podcast to be? And bringing it back to the very beginning, the way it started naturally, the first question you asked me and told me to expand upon was, I said, the only thing I want from this podcast is to be present. Regardless of where we go, to be fully present. And I just pray that whoever's watching this sees how in the moment and present we are, overwhelmed by the Spirit of God and led by His steps, that maybe, just maybe, they seek Jesus, or they open the Bible for the first time, or they go, you know what, maybe there is more to all this than I even knew, or even that I could comprehend, and I'm gonna be open. This is your book, I'm gonna just slightly open it,
Yeah.
And maybe let a crack of light in, you know? And that's all I wanted from this whole conversation from the beginning was to just be present, be a human, and just hopefully that translates to someone. I know it will. It will translate to one person that needs to see it. And then one more thing. Can I say one more thing? Because it's been heavy on my heart.
I want to hear it.
And especially like I have a younger audience. I like middle school, high school audience. And it's like mainly dudes too. And I think as those dudes are growing up being a dude, being a guy my whole life, and you being a guy your whole life, a lot of the times you walk into a room and you think you need to prove. You think you need to show everyone who you are and all this. Imagine yourself as a candle and you enter a room. Doesn't matter the room. Could be the brightest room, could be the darkest room. No matter what the room, you keep burning and you burn the same, how you're supposed to burn in that moment. You don't need to burn brighter. You don't need to dim yourself down. Just burn.
Ooh.
Bring yourself into a light room. Amazing. You're with all the light. You're just more light in a room full of light. You go into a dark room, it might be scary, but then you remember, don't be afraid. You're supposed to be there. The reason for the candle is to light up the room. A candle doesn't go into a dark room and go, oh, it's dark. I need to put myself out. No, it keeps burning and it lights up everything around it. And not instantly, but over time, you unknowingly give permission for everyone around you to open up when they need to open up at the time they need to open up. And you can't force it. You can't force it. Because if you force it, people put up walls. They're not able to receive. They'll be like, oh, he's trying to do something. No. If you don't want it right now, you don't need it. You'll get it when you need it. Keep burning bright like a candle, like the candle you are, like the light you are, like the light that Jesus Christ himself put inside of you. Man, I love you, man. Man, I love love. I love life.
Let's go, bro.
I love Jesus.
So what you're saying is just be consistently you.
Be you all the time, everywhere, anytime.
Just be you.
Just be you everywhere, all the time, everywhere.
Bro.
Anytime.
And the wonderful thing, I want to wrap this up with this because I think it's something we might have to have another podcast and talk about this more specifically because I think my career as a content creator and your career as a content creator are two totally separate tracks.
We didn't even talk about any of that. Isn't that crazy?
Like, and that's our life. Two totally separate tracks, two successful tracks, two totally different tracks. But there's also so much parallel. Like, I guess that's because two tracks, parallel. We're just on different tracks doing different things, but
so different,
but so much the same. And I want to put a little teaser out there so that people will want to subscribe and maybe watch the next podcast. I feel like we'll do this.
We have to, because this one was just so good for what we needed, raw. But then another one, I agree. Like we have to dive into like how you. Yeah. I make almost no money the way you make money, and you make no money the way I make money. Right. But we do the same thing.
We do the same thing.
And yeah,
it's wild. But I do want to say this, like being consistently you is so easy. It wasn't easy though. No. It wasn't easy for 20 years of my life. And I don't want to say that I wasn't me in my previous career in the car business because I was, but it was like people didn't really like that. Like it wasn't encouraged. Like me being who I was, it wasn't necessarily loved, encouraged, and like, and a good thing. It did bring me a lot of relationships that I would have hoped. And I didn't even know, when I say hoped, I would have hoped had I known then what I know now. But now that I'm a content creator, I literally only make videos. I only post content about me and what I do and what I love and what I enjoy and who I am and who my family is. So it's crazy because like, to anybody listening this and watching, stop posting stuff that's not you if that's what you're doing. Be you. Be exactly who you are because the algorithm and God together are working together to bring your community of people who are just like you. Yeah. I had no friends. Like 2.5, 3 years ago, I had none of the friends that I have today. And some of my best friends in the world, you included right now. People who like know the deep inner workings of me, know my family, know how I operate, see me in minimal clothing in a hot sauna sweating or see me dressed on a podcast, you know me deeply. And I have a longer list now of friends that are like that, but only because I started sharing who I actually was online. When I was at my job, it's very easy to put on the suit, put on the nice dress shoes, and play the part of the boss.
You're literally getting into a character.
You're getting into
You're putting the mask.
You're putting on the mask. And I'm not like, I was still me, but I was me with a mask on.
Mm-hmm.
But now, like, I didn't even dress up. I'm literally wearing a pajama shirt. I mean, I love culture and I love
That's a nice shirt though.
But like, this is like a shirt I wear at night when I'm chilling at my house. Like, I didn't even put a hat on.
When you walked in, I was like,
I got 2 watches on because I was timing this other video that I'm doing. There is so little like worry or care about like how I look, how I sound, how I smell. Like,
good.
I'm just me. And if you follow me on Instagram or on YouTube, those are really the only 2 platforms that I do much on. You'll only see like me authentically. Like I actually like posting the real stuff that makes me goofy, because like I then find the other people just like that. Like, being consistently you is so easy as a content creator, because you do that and then God and the algorithm together bring you a community of people who are just like you.
when you're so authentic.
But that's you too. Like, that's you. Like, I have only ever seen Ricky Ireland one way. Nah, when I met you, you were shredded. Then you did some crazy life experiment where you got really, really fat, bro.
I did.
I got worried.
Dude, I got bad.
I was so scared for you.
Bro, I was like 210 pounds.
I was like, what did I do to this guy? I met him. He's freaking cut.
Yeah.
A freak in the gym. Like, that's when we met. We met and worked out. And we worked out with Deuce, right?
Yeah.
A bunch of shredded athletes at my house. I'm like,
yeah.
I was in the least shape. And I'm like, man, this is crazy. And then shortly after that, you got really, really big. And then now you're about as swole as I've ever seen. Like,
I think I'm better shape than I was before.
you're in way better shape.
Way better.
You were cut. You were like skinny cut then.
I was like skinny
You were
cut.
muscular, but cut. Now you're like swole. Like, your muscles are moving out. They're like, we need more room.
And I need to keep growing.
Let's go, bro.
Constant growth.
Should we go work out?
Yeah. Perfect time.
Perfect time,
Amazing.
man. Let's go, bro.
Wow.
To everybody watching, listening, this was Ricky Ireland. Go follow him if you don't already. You'll see exactly what you just saw on this in real life, just in different settings. But super proud to call you a friend, bro. We'll do another podcast and talk a little bit more about maybe content creation,
100%.
the life of a YouTuber. I mean, you've been doing this over 10 years, so.
We got to go. We have to go into that.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone subscribe to David right now because we're going to go into that. We didn't go into any of like all that. It's crazy that we could talk for, I don't even know how long it's been, an hour or 2?
At least an hour.
Without going into anything that we really do.
Bro, this was the exact conversation we needed to have. Yeah. I think this was a great first conversation together. We will definitely be doing this more. To everybody watching, listening, thank you so much. Like, subscribe, comment, ask questions, all that fun stuff.
I would have loved to do this whether it was on or off too.
Yeah, same here. We would have.
We would have
done this just at the gym or in my kitchen.
But I'm so glad we captured it.
Me too, bro. These are conversations we're going to go back and watch 10 years from now when the black sheep is full. The black sheep.
Fully grown.
The black sheep.
The black sheep.
Fully evident in our life. Because I resonate as a black sheep.
400, me too.
Some people call themselves the golden goose. Nah.
What is a golden goose?
It poops out gold eggs.
I don't even care about gold.
I don't either.
Like, you know?
Bro, same here. Oh, I have a gold ring on. I'm like, I don't even own gold, but this is fake. This is plated gold.
Yeah.
I don't even think it's plated. I think it's spray painted. I don't know. It's Jackson. Is Jackson real?
I don't know. Who knows? Who cares? What's real? Just be real. I'm real.
That's it.
If you're real, it don't matter. If you're real,
none of that stuff matters.
No.
I don't need no yellow Lambo.
No.
Just need me some grass-fed beef. Milk.
Seriously.
Raw milk.
So
fruit.
Cool, man.
Part 2 coming soon. Hey, thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Have a great day. And God
Yee,
bless.
yee,
Yee, yee. Shaluba.
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 And until next time, Shaluba.
Shaluba.